was trying to get a job as a mechanic, and the two-line ad just said, "Smart lad with musical interests in view for an apprenticeship." So I thought, I'm smart, I am musical and I want an apprenticeship. So I rang, they said it was for a piano tuner, and I laughed because I'd never heard of a piano tuner. I went in for an interview that day, and because I'd been tuning my guitar for 5 or 6 years, I quite easily tuned a couple of notes. So that afternoon they rang and said, "If you get your hair cut, you can start tomorrow." And I said, "Let me think about it." My name is Michael Ryan. I am the piano technician here at QPAC. I have been the technician here at QPAC since 1997, and I took over from the original technician who started when the building opened. When he retired, I moved in, and I've been here since. Here in the concert hall, there's 3 concert grands and 3 other smaller grands, and 2 6-footers, which are classed as baby grands. Besides that, there are 15 uprights in the practice rooms around the building. What I am doing here this week is the annual piano maintenance. So basically I'm going through every step of the regulation on each keyboard that you can see sitting out on the benches. There's about 40 steps for each key on each piano that has to be checked and adjusted. It takes a while to get used to doing that quickly. It's a big job for the week. The job itself can be a bit tedious, obviously, all those adjustments, one after the other. But the people that you meet, some of the artists are wonderful. Some of the shows that you get to see make it worthwhile. To me, I do a fair bit of travelling, so that also makes the job more interesting. There is no one coming into the trade. Unfortunately, that means that there's people sneaking into the business who have had no training in any way, shape or form whatsoever, and just announce themselves as piano tuners, and most people don't know at the end of it whether the piano's in tune or not, so they just keep getting away with it. Well, the trade doesn't officially exist in Australia anymore because it's not taught through a TAFE college. And it's not taught through a TAFE college because there's only 4 or 5 students in a class, so they can't make a profit teaching it. And the biggest thing is concert technicians, because there was only ever a small percentage of tuners were interested in concert work in the first place, because there's no one else coming into the trade. Each city has someone like me who's in the later stages of the trade, not the early stages, who is the concert technician in town, and I'm one of the younger ones. So 10 years' time, there'll be a real shortage of people who can actually keep these pianos maintained the way they need to be.